Unfortunately, I do regret sounding like a pompous ass. You people are completely stupid, and I am completely smart. You can tell this because I am wearing a black t-shirt, wearing sunglasses indoors. I speak in a very melodic tone of voice. I have an awesome goatee, and quite frankly, you people don't make enough self-made online videos for other people to not watch. I'm also a lot smarter than you are, if you haven't already noticed. You people believe in leaderless resistance, leaderless resistance, leaderless resistance. There has never been a revolution conducted in any country in the world, successful or otherwise, that has been done without some form of military structure, military organization, military discipline. You Americans are going to take on the most awesome military force in the history of the world. This is foolish. You're going to get yourselves killed. This is not the way to go around and attempt to obtain your liberties. It's not going to happen this way. The only thing that can ensure your liberties is, quite frankly, your ability to conduct yourself in violent action. If you want to be a freedom fighter, you have to fight for freedom, and protesting is not going to do that. Waving a cardboard sign is not going to do it. Now, because I am upset, I'm going to smoke a cigarette. And now I'm going to talk to you like a pretentious parent does towards an idiotic child, with my hand coming really closely to the camera with a cigarette in it to emphasize the fact that I am freaking awesome. You are abiding by those liberties, or you're doing engaging some sort of criminal action. Those are the two things, liberty and consequences, and everything else is bullshit. And even that is bullshit. And now I'm going to look like even more of a bored, pretentious ass by saddling what looks like to be a liquor bottle against my chest, keep it in my hand, and then I'm going to pretend to drink it. Nothing is going to get solved just by somehow conducting in street actions. And even the militias are a joke at this point. They seriously think that if you run around playing games of airsoft or paintball, they're somehow going to become proficient at combating militarily the world's most awesome war machine ever. They don't call it the military-industrial complex for nothing, folks. I find it particularly absurd that other people think that these alleged patriots, and patriotism is nothing but adhesion to a legal fiction anyway, that these patriots are somehow going to mystically awaken more people. And then there are the anarchists who think you can have a stateless society. And while this may be true in some types of places where there's no more than 5 people, usually people are petty, they are cowardly, they do not listen to orders issued by anyone for anything. They are apathetic, they eat too much, and quite frankly, they don't want to get off their lazy butts. Why is this important, you may ask? It is important because it serves to illustrate that I think I know everything, and yet I don't, but I like to give off the impression that I know everything. And sometimes you think I can get a point across when I talk with my hands, or I have another cigarette in my hand, or I raise my eyebrows sometimes. People can exercise movement, action, in reality. America is already a police state. You have red light traffic cameras everywhere. You have sodium fluoride in the water. that messes around with people's IQ and literally makes them dumb and servile. Sodium fluoride was used in Nazi concentration camps to render the POWs' will to escape to be otherwise insignificant, non-existent in fact. Low-grade bioweapons. High fructose corn syrup does not occur in nature. Why do you think people have high-fat, high-sugar diets? You don't find this in nature. The Federal Reserve note on the back of it, if you notice, it's known as the all-seeing Freemasonic eye. This is the Federal Reserve and other secret societies' way of telling you that they are in control, they know what they are doing, they, more importantly, know what you are doing, they understand the human species' psychology and physiology very, very well. They don't think of themselves as normal humans. It is the difference between what was known in Rome and other places as the plebeian and patrician classes. What we have here, in essence, is the plebeians, that's us, being tyrannized and otherwise crapped on by the establishment, which is controlled by the patrician class. It is a combination of the military-industrial complex, the scientific dictatorship, and the really core major group, which is the international banking cartel. This is what human beings have done through history. Decent, good people have always defended their lives, their liberty, and their property from organized crime syndicates. You had a good friend, and you practice your marksmanship. You practice grappling. You practice sparring. You practice close-quarter urban battle tactics. You do these things to prepare to defend your people, your family, your nation. Now, I realize I haven't had a cigarette in my hand for a while, so now I need to bring it out to make further points while I pretend to smoke. And now I'm going to hold it in my lap, just out of view of the camera, to emphasize the fact that I'm cool and suave for pretending to drink liquor, while smoking at the same time, while simultaneously also pretending that I know what the hell I am talking about. I think this video should change the world, but it probably won't. This is incredibly serious business that is life-changing. This is more life-changing than joining a church. This is more life-changing than taking a trip overseas. This is more life-changing than even falling in love, whatever that means. This is so incredibly important that it changes the very fabric of how people in our nation are to live. If you think I am full of shit, don't blame me when Waco comes knocking on your door. And now I'm going to end this video with a witty catchphrase of sorts. Buy guns, buy guns, buy guns.